see, this
All
is
right,
where...
Arielle TV is back, and of
We're
course,
back.
this is every Thursday from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. And today is my guest and the co-host.
The old fogey, right?
Shannon, let's go to you. I was amazing. You told me you're a comedian. I didn't know that. Can you give me some stand-up comic?
Oh, yeah. Guess what? St. Peter's was standing at the gate, and the guy was standing there, and he was waiting on him to come. So he let the dead people in. So a cab driver died, right? Hey, I mixed that joke up. Cab driver died. And so the guy said, St. Peter, can I go in? He said, yeah. So then another guy died. He was a priest. He said, can I go in? He said, no, you can't go in. You got to wait. So he turned around and he said, okay, I'm going to let the cab driver in. He said, why did you let the cab driver in? He said, because when they rode with him, he said they prayed.
Very good. And you know what? To have a sense of humor these days, you need it. Don't take things so critically.
That's right.
Oh, the people are so serious today. You know?
All right, let's talk about immigration. What do you think about the Trump and
the
the
children.
Obama and then the Clinton? Give me something. I know, Shannon, you're good in politics. I know Steve, he runs for Congress. I know he didn't win, but he went to be part of our team.
I won your heart, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Tell me.
Well, politics and religion don't work well.
Let's not
but
talk about politics. Let's talk about the decision that they
the
made.
decision that they should make. Will they do the right thing? You see, for other people and the children, do what's right. You know, don't do half. Do what's right. You know, the
What do
children.
you mean do what's right? Tell me.
You know,
we have 8 minutes. Go ahead.
The right thing to do what they're doing for the children, or the children are getting kidnapped. I think they're taking the children from the immigrants. They shouldn't do that. But, you know, people do what they want to do. You know.
Let me ask you this. If you went to Europe with a child, all right, and suddenly, without a visa, are they going to put you in jail, perhaps? Or are they going to keep you in custody with the child or without the child? What do you think? Would you want a child to be in custody in jail?
No.
Wait.
No.
Do you agree to Maxim Water to what she's saying on the rally? She said, if you see all these Republicans or the people who works for Trump, kick them out. Do you
No,
like
she
what
said
she said?
yell and confront them.
Yeah, that's the same thing. The same thing.
Rude to them, that's what she's saying.
If she's in Congress, why she has to say those? Well, that is stupid, isn't
Election
it? I don't
time, my
agree
friend.
with her.
Election time. That's the reason.
Now, this is what we said. Do what's right.
No, do you think so? I mean, I don't know if you're watching.
I don't.
Sometimes, I watch from time to time. You know, like Steve, you watch her, right?
Right. Yeah,
She
but
said, kick them out or harass them.
she didn't. She doesn't advocate respecting other views. She's doing polarization. Now you have the right to say something.
Freedom
all right,
of
legally to
speech.
do it doesn't mean it's proper.
Yeah.
Just
Well, I just
because
said
you're
do what's
entitled to do
right.
it doesn't mean you should do it.
Do what's right.
That's right.
You know, everybody try to make wrong right and right wrong.
Yeah, but
But you got to do it the right way.
Well, let me-
Our
That's why
forefathers
Jesus
came
wasn't in no
here,
politics.
and what this
He wanted to
country
be no
was
politics.
built on. See what I'm saying? This country was built on the truth. And everybody wants to come to America and live in America and have everything America got, but don't nobody want to abide by the rules.
That's
They're
the
rules.
key. They know what I said
Well,
to
you know why? You know why? Because this is a freedom of speech. They have every freedom that they can use.
Yeah.
Freedom has a price.
Freedom is not free.
That's right.
It's not free at all.
Yeah, you know, it's
And
not
don't
so
think
they're
it's free.
using it
Earns
as
privilege.
they're using
right.
it to take advantage.
You know, everybody wants to come
And you
to
only free to
America,
a certain extent.
but you know, it's like going to the strip when other people come here, tourists come here. Y'all come to Vegas and you come here and you act all snotty and you know, and don't say excuse me. You left your manners somewhere. They don't have any etiquette. Just move over and just get out the way. Well, this is my country.
It's your city. It's your
This
town.
is my city, and when you come here, you need to behave. You need to act like you got some good sense. Teach what your mama taught you. You know, thank you. May I have pardon me? Excuse me, please.
Well, in my country,
Yeah.
they still have that respect, sir, ma'am. You know, we don't call you as your name. We call you attorney. We call you
Counsel.
governor.
Yeah, but
we
titles
call
are
you-
not important. It's the
No,
intent
it's a
behind
respect.
it. That's right. It's
Respect.
respecting
It's a
the intent.
respect.
That's
It's
right.
not because of the title. It's
R-E-S-P-C-T.
respect.
I don't say, hey, you.
Respect me.
Yeah.
What did Aretha say?
Well, no,
Respect
in the
me.
Philippines we go like this. Psst, psst.
hey, you got it over there.
But sometimes in the Philippines and Asia, you would say certain things that people you're familiar with, not
Yes,
strangers.
yes.
So you can get away with people who you know, but if you don't know them, you can't do that.
Yeah,
Right.
when somebody come here and say about, psst, hey, wait a minute, what you trying to do? What's up?
No, but what she's saying, I think, believes is what people said in the election is if you want to do things right, you do things right.
Correct.
But you don't do it because you want to. You do it because
You
it's
know,
proper.
I want to kick
That's
her
right.
ass when she's doing the rally.
Who
Hey,
is that?
Maxim Waters.
Maxine Waters.
I want to kick your ass, by the way. You should never do that. If you're in Congress,
Do what's right.
Yeah, you should never do that. I want to kick your ass if I see you. Okay, you don't do that. You don't do that in public.
Maxine, get ready.
But she was just like people complain about Trump talking to his supporters. She's doing the same thing. All right. And
No, you don't do that in public. You're gonna say if you see these people,
That-
you're gonna harass them.
but
That's
she's not talking to the
good.
public.
But
She's
that's
talking
not
to her
good. That's
coworkers.
not-
That's not good.
Yes,
That's not
That's
professional.
public. That's
it's
announced.
political rhetoric.
It doesn't matter if
it
you are in
matters. I'll
Congress.
tell you why. I'll tell you why it matters. Because people say, "Oh, Trump says this and says that." He says it for people to hear. He doesn't expect people to react to it.
By the
Now-
way, he's my lawyer. Okay,
Yeah,
whatever I
well-
say, he's protecting me.
you can advocate, and I'll tell you this, and I'm sure you agree. Civil disobedience is well known, but the key is you take the consequences of those acts.
Yes.
If you get arrested, it's because you want to. Then you don't whine and complain about it. You did it
You
because
did
of
the
a
crime,
reason.
you got to do the time.
And there's a reason why you did. Now you want to go
Yeah.
and challenge a law.
She
you can do
is
it.
manipulating those
Of
people.
course she is.
Yeah.
Of course
That's
she's
not
manipulating.
correct. If you're in Congress, I want to replace you. Get out being a
You
Congress.
must
all
have
politics
manners
is
about it.
about.
Then, you
She
know, the
doesn't have a
etiquette.
manner.
If you know, this is what I'm saying.
You don't
Everybody want to
have
do what they
one.
want to do.
But that's why they have elections.
What happened to the,
What
the
happened
rules?
to that girl? She's 28 years old. She's hopefully replacing Pelosi.
See,
No, I think you jumped 20 steps here. First of all, no, it's very interesting that
You can't
the woman
do
you
that.
talked to in District
Yes.
14 in New York got less votes than Susie
Yeah.
Lee
Yes,
here
yes.
running. So I wouldn't say that suddenly, because I tell people, and I grew up in New York when I was young, Ted Weiss was a socialist in Congress from the same general area of New York,
Yeah.
and he was in office for many years. It wasn't a big deal. He was just known like Sanders as a socialist who says, "This is where I stand, and you can vote for me," because he represented certain values. She won the primary not because of what she advocates, it's because people took for granted the status quo, the machinery. They didn't come and vote. When you
But-
get a small vote and win, that means
Steve-
only minority came
I'm
out.
sorry. Steve, I want to interrupt you. We don't have much time. Maybe next week, let's talk about more about the politics. What I think,
Sure.
prepare Shannon, bring someone, Democrat, Republican, or all the running candidates here. We can debate them, what's going on in our community, what's going on in the economy, what's going on this. I
And
mean,
did you know that songs and the arts and politics come one in hand? Remember this, like American Pie or Alice's Restaurant,
Oh,
right? Or the missing. Yeah, I mean, so people have used, or Peter, Paul, and Mary used to sing quote protest songs and folk songs and
Yeah.
so forth.
Apple pie,
Right, because people
baseball.
sang with a message, whether it's a religious message,
Yeah.
a social message, an injustice, whatever. The arts was always a way of getting it done. So if
Yes.
you were in the chain gang in prison, you would still sing those gospel songs.
yeah.
Right? So, our
Hey,
arts
go
and
to
politics comes into play.
I'm sorry, I wanna interrupt everyone. I wanna shout out the people, and of course our Federation of Philippine American Chamber of Commerce
Yes.
is coming October. If you wanna donate, the medical and humanitarian mission is gonna be in Davao, and the whole people who are watching right now. Let me read you guys' name. Hold on. Francis O'Brien, of course, thank you so much for taking care of my tire yesterday with the former senator of Jamaica, Conrad, and Jerry Carlos Hernandez. Of course, I from Kalahi. Kalahi, if you guys want to watch Kalahi, a Filipino tradition, they're having a show here at UNLV, Kalahi. Kuya Albert, of course, Kuya Albert and Ate Marisa, Melanie, my classmate, and Angelo, Hazer, of course, Neil. How is Sacramento? Thank you for watching, and Carrie Ann.
Sacramento.
However, I did not announce your name, and also one more time, FDA, Steve and his son Kaden, and of course Roberta from Garlove Manufacturing Company. I'll be calling you guys back later, and thank you so much for watching Arielle Live TV. Join us every week, and go ahead, Shannon, your turn.
Hey, thank you for watching, everybody, and may you have a good day, and something good is going to happen. Yes.
Steve.
Well, all you say is be honest, do what's right, and
Yes.
keep the work going.
I agree with Steve. Listen to your grandma. She teach you things. positive things.
We're gonna create a song, me and her, about children, right? No,
Right.
whatever. Anyway,
Be good and be obedient.
let's talk about. I'm sorry about you, Maxim Waters. I still
Just
don't
do the
agree.
right thing.
Yeah, do the right
And
thing.
have etiquettes. You've been a
Yes.
lady all these years.
Yes, and I mean, we have to respect the president no matter what.
Yeah,
We
be the
respect the
president.
30 no matter what. He's the president and the Philippines. But we'll be right back again next week with more stories and more guests, and probably we can film anywhere I'm gonna be. Once again, this is Arielle Live TV, live every Thursday from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. And thank you so much to Scott, my director here.
Thanks, God.
Bye for now. Thank you.
Bring me some flowers.